Well, good morning. I am here at the shores of Lake Howard, and I drove by earlier, just down the road from my house, drove by earlier and saw what appeared to be a heron that was stuck in a grocery plastic bag that had come out of one of the storm drain here. But by the time I got down here, he had already flown off. But I think it's important to capture this for people to really see what these storm drains are doing to the lake. The very same lake that the city of Winter Haven is currently developing a new asphalt paved trail on, much of it which will be right along the shore, just inches from the water. But they think this is a good idea. Obviously, in my opinion and many others, we believe that it is a failed idea. This storm drain, just one of the many that pours into the lake, is a prime example of how development can highly impact our environment. Look at the trash right here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Sorry that it's so shaky. I am not at all a videographer. Look at the debris and litter. When I got here, there were several birds up there in the tree, but they've since flown off. There's a very visible film that's on top of the water here. I mean, I wouldn't expect this in third world countries, let alone right here, not even a block from my house. This is crazy. All right, I moved just a little bit. This is another storm drain. Right now I'm currently behind the McDonald's at Avenue D and Lake Howard Drive. Take a look at this filth. As you can see, this storm drain, when the rains come down, you can see by the path cut into the weeds how the water will flow directly into Lake Howard. And you can see large chunks of debris, beer cans, plastic bags, styrofoam cups, bottles, even further into the cattails there. You guys see that blackbird? He's telling me you humans are wrecking this place. And take a look at all this. This is just an absolute shame. Yet the city of Winter Haven, with their unlimited budget, at least that's what they think they have, is in the process of developing right now, and I'm going to show you the pictures or the video just here in a moment, a brand new trail that is grossly over budget, and they're continuing on with it. So I'll move on to that next phase here. What a sad statement. All right, so this is the current trail that's built along the shores of Lake Howard. The new phase will be connecting just down at the end of the path there and continuing on up to Avenue G. So one more mile of well thought out, well planned black asphalt just feet from the water. As you can see here, the first phase has caused severe erosion. This is just one of the spots. So the homeowners along Lake Howard that are going to be directly impacted by this new trail have this future erosion to look forward to right in their front yards. Okay, so here we are at the end of the current trail, and this will show you how close the new phase will come to the shores and to the actual water table. For those of you who don't know, here, this area to the right of the felt is right-of-way. And right-of-way, if you're a homeowner, basically means we have the right, get out of the way. Well, I'm joking there, but so if you own a piece of property and you have a right-of-way along that property, keep in mind that the city can do what they want along that piece of property, basically no matter what. It's legal, but it certainly is not fair. All right, so here's another example of where the trail will be. In fact, right now I'm in front of my house on Lake Howard Drive. And as you can see, this area that I'm standing in right now is the right-of-way. So for the last 2.5 years, this area that I've maintained, that I've fertilized, I've mowed, I've watered, I've picked up trash, well, due to it being in the right-of-way, now the city gets to do what they want to with it. Again, it's legal, but it doesn't seem fair. Now I'm one of the lucky ones here. As you can see, I'll have now about 20 feet or so left of pristine lakefront property, divided by a beautiful trail which will be here. All right, I just moved a little further down, and as you can see, this particular lakefront homeowner's property, the right-of-way, shine this way, this is where the trail will be, leaving this homeowner less than a few feet to enjoy privately. All right, well, one important thing that I almost forgot to show all of you is that this trail, which is again severely, grossly over budget, is directly across from an existing sidewalk, spanning the exact distance that the new trail will go. Once again, because I know many of you who are not aware of this project are like, what? There is an existing sidewalk on our side of the house, right here. Existing sidewalk that will travel directly across from this new trail. But yet the city believes that we need this over here. So I bring you this video because we're just a few days away from an election in which two of the candidates that are currently sitting commissioners voted to allow the city to continue forward with this project. A project that, again, is grossly over budget. In fact, they had to take grant funds from a future phase just to be able to meet the budget for this phase. This guy right here voted against it. There's my cat. This guy right here voted against allowing the city to move forward with this project. Keep that in mind when you're at the polls this coming Tuesday, because one of the gentlemen running against him is for this project. He's actually one of the fellow homeowners here along the shores of Lake Howard, and he is for the project. So just keep that in mind. Happy Halloween, everybody.